Hi friends, I am Bhubalan. I am from Bullet Edits channel. Today I am going to talk about the generator regarding what is a generator. Okay, because previously I had made one video in generator that was in Tamil language. Today I am going to make this video in English language because some people are asking in English language who not know the Tamil language. Okay, that is why I made this video in English. This is my first video in English language, so I am trying to improve myself as well as to understand the people who are all watching my videos. So that's the purpose I am choose today English language. Okay, the generator. The generator is the support of emergency in your home or industrial or commercial buildings. That was electricity supply whenever not available, which is we are getting from the electricity board in government, that supply is not available. We are using the generator to generate the power for using your home appliances and like fan and TV. So that electricity you need the power supply. Okay, so this power supply getting from generator for emergency purposes, which is not available from the government. So when the power cut is happen, which is emergency work is going on, we need emergency power supply. That time the generator is very important to you. That very important purposes that generator is the constructions and hospitals and commercial buildings and so important some other that chemical industries. So that required generator is very must. Okay, so the generator is very important nowadays. So the generator having small sizes from and high sizes, that is the capacity has 1 kVA, 2 kVA. That was the petrol generators, that was around 10 kVA. We can get it from outside market, and also we can get a diesel generators that was around 3000 kVA, 4000 kVA. From small 10 kVA to higher kVAs we can get it based on our requirements. Okay, these available in our markets. We can purchase whenever required, and what are our capacities required, we can choose the generators. That was need power audit, that's called as what is available in our homes, how many lights available, how many fans available, any AC available, any fridges, washing machine. So what is our load calculation? After the load calculation we have to choose the generator in the right manner. So that was required the technical people to choose which generator is suitable for your home or commercial building or industries. So that is why, so generator is very important and emergency purpose it was working. Okay, next, these generators, okay, how it was working, that was very important. We must know about that, because that was simply the people know that we can push the button, generator started and getting the electricity, that's all. So lot of people don't know that how it was working the generator. This is a very basic thing, because the emergency time, if it is a generator's breakdown, you cannot able to retrieve the power and you cannot able to manage the situation in emergency time. So especially that in hospitals. So if you are having any surgeries or important that, during that time the power has cut, it's not available, so the generator is not started, it was around it affected on alive. Okay, so on people the life. So that is why generator is very important. So the peoples are simply know the basic things, how it is generator working, how it was working, what is the required. So we must know about the generator. Okay, let's see what's going on the video. Thanks for the support, and if you are new in my channel, kindly support me and please subscribe my channel and like my channel. Thank you. Okay, we are going to the main topic now, the generator. Okay, the generator having the two main components, that was engine and alternator. This was very important to generate the power. These both the components are like our two eyes. If we don't have two eyes, we are unable to see the whole thing. Like, so that is what very important. Like we have two legs, if it is not available, if you are not available one leg, you cannot run. Like that, the generator having the this main two components, that was engine and alternator. Okay, we goes in step by step. Okay, the generator is producing the electricity by using the chemical energy, that is called as fuel or diesel, or petrol. So this fuel medium we are using to generate the power. So to generating the power, we are using the chemical energy, that is we are using in engine. Okay, so how it was working, I will tell you that structure. First, the chemical energy converted into mechanical energy, then that mechanical energy converted into electrical energy. Okay, this was happened in the generator. Okay, first of all, we are going to talk the engine first. Okay, what is the engine? That engine has to generate the mechanical energy, that is called chemical energy converted into mechanical energy. How it was working in engine? That chemical energy converted into the heat energy, that heat energy converted into the motion energy converted into the mechanical energy. This was happened in the engine. How it was working? The main engine components, okay, diesel engine or petrol engine, the common components are crankshaft, piston, and some of the big engines we have liners. Okay, so valves, intake valve, exhaust valve, air filter, and like air system, that have 4 systems available in the engine: air system, fuel system, lubricating system, and cooling system. So these 4 systems very essential in the all the diesel engine or petrol engine, anything. So that was very important. So this is the components are using to generate the power. So this power as mechanical power. So whenever we using the fuel, that fuel converted into the heat energy, that is called, the piston has compression, that is called as combustion chamber. Inside of the combustion chamber, whenever get that piston as getting the pressure, that is compression, that time the fuel has sprayed in the inside of the combustion chamber. So that combustion chamber whenever get the power, that's called heat energy. That heat energy producing the huge power, that is pushing the piston to the downwards. That pushing piston that was connected into the crankshaft to rotating motion. So piston linear motion, that linear motion converted to the rotating motion by using the crankshaft. So that crankshaft connected several number of pistons. We have multiple options: single piston, 2 piston, 3 piston engines available. If available single piston, that having the balancer, so to rotate the engine continuously. So this is what available in the engine. So that engine, whenever you are going to start, we require to provide the some mechanical energy, or we need to rotate the engine first, then only it was going to start, otherwise it is not going to start. So we need to rotate the engine, right? So how we are going to rotate the engine? In petrol engines, we have some ropes. That rope has rotated continuously, then we push it faster, then it was rotating motion has happened immediately, that engine got fire and run. So in some other engines are having starter motors. That starter motors as connected to the engine, whenever push the button, the starter motor activated and start the engine. So this is what happened in the engine. That starter motor required DC supply, the DC supply getting from the battery. So whenever the generators is self start available, must require the battery. So battery is very important thing in the engine, it's a heart of the engine actually. So if it is self start available, the battery is very important. Some of the engines or fuel systems are controlled by the electronic system, that was required the battery. So it was very important that how it was creating mechanical supply, that was I think I am explained well, I think so. It is I think helpful to you. If you have any doubts, please put it in my comment box. I will given the answers to you. Okay, my English something I think so it is some fishy. I am trying to speak well. This is my first video. If it is something I am made wrong thing, please accept, or anything, please given the comment to you, given comment to me, I will change myself. Okay, next thing, the next main component is that generator. Okay, the generator, which is generating the electric power supply that was getting from the mechanical supply. Okay, that mechanical supply is a rotating motion, that rotating motion converted into the electrical energy. How it was working? The alternator having stator windings and rotor windings. Actually there is a two windings are available, main winding and exciter windings. The alternator windings and exciter windings are there. So exciter is very much required for generating the power supply. Okay, this that was separate big studies, alternator studies. Okay, I am just going to explain the basic things. Okay, that rotor and stator. So how it was produce the power supply? It is a basic electrical law. Any one conductor is rotating in the electrical magnetic field that was producing the power supply. So that is called, that flux has cut the windings. That time that power EMF is induced, electromagnetic force has induced, that was converted into the electrical energy. Okay, so that is what happened in the alternator. So the rotor and stator. Okay, this rotor or stator windings are available. Whenever the rotor running, that time we require DC supply for the rotor to producing the exciter supply. Okay, that was the field winding. That field winding required DC supply, that was creating magnetic field, and armature has cut the flux and getting, armature means that was stator. The stator cut the power supply that EMF has induced in the stator, and we can get the output from the main stator. So that exciter stator and exciter rotor is what is the function that exciter, actually previously that exciter stator rotor is not available previously, that was given by carbon brush, because that rotating part of the alternator, that was required DC supply. How we are going to supply the DC in rotating time? So that is why the peoples are using that carbon brushes to given DC supply separately, that carbon brushes to supply DC to rotor windings. Okay, so that is time we are lost more supplies and more powers, and lot of breakdowns because of the wear and tear and producing the heat. So for avoiding purpose, we are now using that brushless alternators. That brushless alternators called as that exciter stator and exciter rotor, the same setup as that field as in stator and armature in the rotor. That was the exciter. Okay, exciter rotor act as a armature, exciter stator act as a field. Okay, so we given the DC supply to the field, so that was converted into the AC supply in exciter rotor, that was converted AC to DC by using of RRA plate, rotating rectifier assembly, that was given to the supply to rotor. So that was DC supply in field, main field. Okay, main field winding. So that is placed in the rotor. So how this was the working function of the alternator. So that DC supply, it is not constant because of the load, it was varying. Based on that, it was voltages, it was maintaining by automatic voltage regulator, that was called as AVR. The alternator is very important thing, this AVR. AVR is the brain of the alternator, that was helpful for that producing power supply in 415 voltage. In 3-phase 415 voltage, this was set by AVR. Whenever the load is high, that time the voltage is tried to low, so immediately the AVR increasing the exciter supply, so increasing the voltage of the alternator. So that is why AVR is automatic that is why they called it automatic voltage regulator, AVR. Okay, so I think I cover the most of the things in the generator. This generator is very important thing in emergency thing, so you please know about the basic things. If you have any doubt, please write in the comment. In my video, if you have any fault or something wrong in that my language, please just accept my apologies. I try to change myself in next videos. This is my first video, I corrected myself in another 2 videos. Okay, thank you so much, and keep supporting me, and subscribe my channel and like my channel. Thank you.